Good Saturday afternoon, everybody. My name is Stacy.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is Toxis Podcast. Oh, we missed you guys.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy life.
For her, not for me.
Yeah.
She went and did I was calling it her vacation week because she went from one office to another office to cover a vacation.
A lady went on holidays, for 3 weeks. So Trina covered the first week, I did the second week, and now another girl from a different place is doing the third week. I totally would have done the third week. But
yeah. So tell them about that team building thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, no, at this office, it's like really homey, and they all pull each other purposefully away from their desks at break time to go sit in the boardroom and have coffee time and have snacks and talk to each other.
Yeah.
And not just work themselves to death and work.
And that's just the 15-minute breaks?
Yeah.
The lunch hours? Straight orgy.
Weird.
Just kidding.
Gross. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's why Hannah wants to go back to that office.
No, that's weird and fucking gross.
Boom.
Absolutely not.
So I was thinking, and I hope you guys would be okay with this, but I haven't told Hannah this yet either. I was thinking, at the end of my true crime ones, maybe we should end with a couple of good things going on in the world right now. Like, for instance, I just found out that pandas are no longer on the extinction list. That's a very good thing.
It is.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like a panda just puked on you? Because some of our true crime ones are like that Kellyanne Bates one.
Yeah, because it goes against everything we stand for. Toxicity and murder and death.
Yes. No, I know. But
so you're going to fuck all that up by adding happiness and pandas at the end. I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay, well then how about we do it at the end of just the Reddit ones? Coming up, because we don't have any right now, but coming up.
Maybe?
Because the Reddit ones are more like, they're more
fun.
Toxic than they are
brutal.
Like, oh my fucking God, like the true crime ones are. I don't know why I just said that like an 80-year-old fucking sailor, but yeah. So what are we doing today, Hannah Banana?
Today is me. It is a super secret surprise Reddit.
Super secret surprise Reddit?
Wow. Did you just go full retard? Not just half?
Super secret.
Did you write for the vault on that paper?
It could have been me, yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
It's Am I the Asshole, of course, because assholes are my favorite. And the theme is toxic families.
Oh, I got one of those.
What? No way, me too.
I think we all got one of those.
Samesies. I'm so excited. Oh, we also forgot to tell them that we did Costco this morning and looked at condos.
Yes, Hannah is looking to buy a condo and moving away from me, this fucking bitch. But they were nice. The first one was really quaint, nice. The second one was beautiful. And then the third one was like...
The third one smelled like corpses. I didn't like it.
But the third one had the biggest, nicest fucking balcony on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yoga out there, reading out there. Oh, have a little wicker chair with a big cushion on it and a table beside you because you have to have tea and smokes. Not you, but you have to, for me, I have to have tea and smokes and a little bit of weedage, whilst I'm reading. So.
Whilst.
Whilst.
Oh yeah, you gotta lend me those Lord of the Rings books again.
Yep. Did whilst remind you of J.R.R. Tolkien?
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yes, things happen there.
Let's
you
get
want
on
to get
with
into
these
this?
motherfucking stories, biatch.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's fucking go.
There's a lot of new because they were like the most up and coming, hot, like busy ones with all the things happening on them. So not very many of them are very more than a few days old. I couldn't really find any old ones. I could not really find. So I'm going to go by the amounts of comments on these ones. So
all right.
The first one already has 3,300 and it's only 2 days old for likes.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah.
200 comments and 3,300 likes in 2 days. The title is, it's from 2 days ago, Frequent Pumpkin 5656. Am I the asshole for not wanting to renegotiate things with my dad's wife after my dad and I agree on how things should work with her in the house?
Huh. Ooh, interesting.
When I, 16 female, was 11, my dad married Hanna with an H.
Oh, okay. That's a bad hint.
This was 6 years after my mom died, and 4 years after they started dating, and 3 years after I met her. I like Hanna and get along with her fine, but after they got married, which is when she moved in, I started withdrawing from my dad, and I was rude and not as happy about Hanna being there as before. After a while, my dad talked to me about it, and I told him I hated how she was coming in and acting like she was my mom, and how I didn't realize she'd suddenly get to act like that, which she's 16. Her mom died.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Yeah.
My dad told me he had hoped I'd like having a mom or mom figure again, and I told him I didn't. That I liked Hanna as Hanna and not as a mom, and her acting like that made me not like her or him as much. He explained why he thought it would be good, and I told him how I felt honestly. He ended up agreeing that Hanna would stay Hanna and we would be more hands-off on parental stuff as long as I was kind and respectful to Hanna.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That's reasonable.
I agreed to go to therapy and work through stuff around my mom's death, and I made the promise that if I ever felt like I was later okay with Hanna being more parental, I would let my dad know, but he said I didn't have to.
Perfect.
But he just wondered if I felt like it would be disloyal to allow that, and he said if it was truly just me being a kid who felt this way, then fine. He wouldn't ask me to change, but that he wanted to make sure I knew that it was okay to have more than two parents. He accepted that my feelings on this were mine and not born from grief or a feeling that I was doing something wrong, accepting Hanna's more.
Good dad. This is some good dad shit.
So far, so good. I'm liking it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you had to deal with your wife dying and being a dad on your own.
Yeah.
And we know dads suck.
Yeah.
Hanna's and my relationship improved after, and so did mine and dad's. My dad was the one who talked to her about things, the way things would be, but he never told her about our talk. So she just figured that dad wanted to step in before things got worse. She was upset, and I thought she ended up being okay with it because it seemed like she was upset for only a little while. But it came up recently, and she was upset to learn we had had this talk without her and agreed on our relationship without her being present.
Okay, I can kind of see both sides there.
Yeah, I could see that being a thing. Like, you should all sit together as a family.
Yeah.
But I could see how the daughter would not want to because she'd be worried that the stepmom would react badly.
Yeah, get her feelings hurt. Or maybe she just didn't feel comfortable enough with Hanna to be able to talk to her about something that deep.
Yeah, I don't really know. She felt like, especially when she became the mother to my half-siblings, and especially when she has loved me and wanted to do so much for me over the years, that she should have been given a voice in that talk. So she wanted to renegotiate to a parental figure because she said it wasn't easy living in a house where you're the fun adult only and you never get to go deeper into being a parent. She said she had had so much she wanted to do for me as a mom figure, and I told her I didn't want another mom figure. And I liked her as Hanna, but I would resent her trying to be more. She said there was surely a way to compromise, and I asked her how that would work. She told me I could make her a secondary parent as long as she was seen as a parently momly figure. I don't know what that fucking means.
Okay.
I knew I could never, and I told her. She talked to my dad, and he told her our relationship was good, as is, and she can love me and be there for me without taking on a motherly role. He asked her if she wanted a good relationship with me or a motherly relationship, and he told her the reality is she wouldn't be able to have both. She thinks that's really unfair of me when she was already cut out of the conversation before. am I the asshole? I don't think so.
Your
this is
feelings
how
are
you
valid.
feel. Your mom died.
You're not the asshole. While it got to...
Like, it's not like the mom left.
Yeah.
She
exactly.
died.
She died.
So there's not unhappy feelings there. That's loss. That's not, my mom's a piece of shit drug addict and she left us. She died.
And this little girl is...
When she was 11.
Apparently still grieving.
By the sounds of it, yeah.
Pretty goodly grieving. The more...
Goodly?
Pretty goodly.
Really?
Grieving. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a very strange human. When you got to the end and she was still pushing for the mom thing and everything, then I was like, okay, no, you're the asshole now.
Yeah, because you're not just accepting what this child wants. Okay, and I get it.
You were held out of that relationship. Okay, boo-hoo for a second. Explain why it made you feel bad. Now move on from it.
Well, I get it, though, because... how do I explain this in the right way?
And she was... how old is the girl now?
She's 16 here now. Okay. In this situation. And the mom died when she was 11.
It's only been 5 years.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long. I understand that children don't control the household. And parents make the decisions. And parents are always bad. We always know best. And everything's right. Just listen to us and do as you're told. Blah, 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 blah. But we're coming into a day and age where people are so much smarter than that. And we're allowed to sit down and talk like real humans. And assess things that we like and don't like as child and parent and try to work around it and just be honest. Yeah. Not creating these weird relationships where everybody's walking on fucking eggshells all the time because they don't want to tell each other that they're pissed off at each other.
That's how I grew up.
Yeah, it's awful.
So, yeah.
So I understand the kid having a say.
Those parents there are still coming off, so they would be, those parents would be like you, right? Millennial. Or very early millennial parents, I would think, if the kid's 16.
If the kid's 16 now, I'd say they're probably Gen X. I'd say probably like beginning of, like late end of Gen X. If the kid is 16 now, because I'm a millennial, but I had a kid young. Most people didn't have a kid at 22.
That's true. Okay.
So I'd say they're probably 45, like Corey.
Late Gen X, early millennial.
Halfway in between me and April.
Yeah.
Basically. 44.
April's a dude, by the way.
April's my dude.
He's a good dude.
He's our favorite dude.
Where was I going with this? Yeah, see,
the millennial parent.
I was raised with the, I'll give you something to cry about. And the, I'm having a problem with this. Just, deal with it on your own. That's how you learn, kind of.
I was raised by violence in video games and illegal activity and drugs and theft.
Yep, all that too in my place. Yep. But
there was no parenting. Mom was at work making money to feed us. We didn't have no supervision. If I was home when the fucking street lights came on and I wasn't dead, things were good. Yeah. We didn't give a shit. Yeah. We just did whatever we wanted. It was ridiculous. I could have been dead and buried.
My parents did try.
So many times I could have been dead and buried. I think of all the things I did as a teenager and I think of it now and I'm like, fuck, that was stupid. I probably should have died. Like hitchhiking from Port Arthur to Westport, fucking 13-year-old girls, me and Keisha, little tiny skirts, getting in a stranger's fucking car, like the dumbest shit.
I've done it. Oh, I've done it on my own.
And I think about it now and I'm like, we probably should have died.
Yeah, I was like 13 or 14 and
I'm like afraid to let Zen go to the movies here because walkers and junkies are floating around everywhere and I'm afraid he's going to die for a cigarette.
Yeah, so many stories. But anyway, I came off of parents like that. So then when I raised my boys, when I had my boys, right away I was like, that's not happening. We are always going to talk about things, anything at all. Because I was a single mom for, all of it. Yeah. I will say. Yeah. Yeah. Even when I was with someone, I was a single mom. Mm-hmm. That's how I sort of look at it. Except with Hunter's dad. Hunter's dad was alright. Yeah, so my conclusion is that this motherly wannabe
stepmom
is the asshole.
Yeah, FitSpray9987 says, not the asshole. You were honest about what you're comfortable with and still been respectful. She can want more, but you don't have to feel it or force it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Seeker says, Hannah doesn't realize that it's better to have a healthy relationship based on friendship and respect than a forced familial one.
Mm-hmm.
You handled it well, OP. Keep up the good communication with your dad.
Yep, exactly. I love that communication with the
Right?
dad. That's amazing.
Cyber Magnet says, not the asshole. Ask Kay why she wants to override what you need. That isn't being motherly. That's being demanding and controlling.
Yep.
Dazed and Confused XO says, agreed. I'm a stepmom, but I see myself more as the cool aunt. My bonus kiddo knows that I'm here for him and will fight for him if he wants or needs it, and that he can come to me about anything. He also knows that he can talk to me as long as he's safe. What we talk about can remain between us. No need to involve his mom or even his dad, as long as they're safe.
Yeah.
I'm an unobtrusive adult in his life that cares about him deeply, but also fully understand boundaries, so I let him decide on the direction that our relationship takes. Hannah needs to get her head out of her ass and quit whining, to be honest.
Yep.
It's really not about her, and reading this post pissed me off for you, OP. Not the asshole.
Yep, I agree with all of that.
The Mortiest Morty says, I'd just tell her if she doesn't back off about becoming a mother figure, she's getting downgraded from Hannah to woman who is fucking my dad.
Yep, pretty much.
D Red Coyote says, I agree with the sentiment, though it would be wiser to word it a bit more diplomatically. Instead of calling her the woman who's fucking my dad, I would go with my father's wife. Mm-hmm. It still shows you're being respectful to the individual while completely separating her involvement from you, and would cause less pushback from her father for being disrespectful.
Yep. Yepper. Wow.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So not the asshole.
NTA, baby.
Well, normally we don't have very many assholes. I think we've only had 2 in like 10 months.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody sucks here is a thing too.
We've only had 1 of those though.
Yeah.
So that's not very many. Okay, next highest
I wonder if
one.
they have everyone in this story should die in a fire.
Whoa. That's out of control. Shots fired. So this next one is by Coffee Cup 8469. Coffee with a K.
Oh.
Am I the asshole for not inviting my sister to a surprise party for my dad that I planned and paid for?
Okay.
Yeah, I went solely on toxic family. I figured family was one we hadn't touched on, and last time I did parties.
Yeah.
And then before that, mother-in-laws. So
not
now this
inviting
is just
sister, full sister, it says?
It just says sister. It says my sister, so I'm not entirely sure yet.
I meant like not sister-in-law or something like that.
Well, I'm already seeing it right off the beginning. There's even emojis.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is a long one. It's gonna be a good one too. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. My middle sibling, let's call her Princess, has always been a piece of shit.
Oh boy.
Taking advantage of anyone who showed her the smallest act of kindness, milked the system so she's never had to get a job, had more kids to get more welfare, moved back home each time she refused to pay rent and got evicted, etc., etc.,
Oh,
etc.
just a lovely human.
She should be euthanized. As long as I can remember
Settle
my
down, Hitler.
eldest sibling who has passed, and I would always just add her name to the card when we do anything for my parents, because Princess could never afford to pitch in. Mm-hmm. She always has cigarettes, weed, and new tattoos, though.
I hate people like this.
Euthanized.
Yep.
I now live 2.5 hours away from my parents and family, so I cannot pop on by as often as I'd like. Mm-hmm. I've been left out of numerous family functions because of my schedule, and often not even told about functions because they've assumed I couldn't make it. I take responsibility for that. I'm the one who moved. Mm. Just before my dad's birthday. Yeah, but still, nobody has to cater to your schedule or cater to your life or cater to your feelings.
Yeah, no, of course not. But I would, even if I knew you couldn't come, I'd be like, hey, that party's on the 25th. Just in case you're around or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe
But
they
that's
just got
just me.
tired of her saying no all the time.
Maybe.
And just stopped asking.
Could be. Could be.
Just before my dad's birthday, he was informed that he needed to have open heart surgery. He was quite apprehensive, stressed out, and frankly scared.
No doubt.
His father had severe complications from a minor procedure, so Dad was scared he wouldn't be the same after the surgery.
Aww.
Princess had been living with my parents again
Mm-hmm.
for the 14th time. It's in capital letters. I have to say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Treating my parents like they moved in with her. Sensing the tension in my dad's voice about her attitude, his upcoming procedure, and with his birthday coming up, I invited my parents to a birthday dinner for Dad. What I was really planning was a low-key diner with my dad's siblings. He's the eldest of 5, so he could be surrounded by family that didn't take advantage of him and to get his mind off the upcoming surgery.
Right.
That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
If you like your siblings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He gets to hang out and have dinner at a diner with all of his brothers and sisters. Sounds like a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. He was so relaxed and so surprised, and there was lots of love, lots of laughs, and everyone had a great time. The next thing I know, I get a message from my niece. We'll call her Mini Princess.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, you've made more of these? Minnie, next time you plan a family gathering, it would be nice to be included. Mom had plans for cake and ice cream for that night. Thanks for ruining it.
Okay.
Me. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I have to invite or inform you of things I plan for my dad. So I have to invite you, but you don't have to invite anyone? Question mark.
Yeah, really, eh?
Minnie, you know Mom can't afford a lot. Me. I can't afford to feed the entire family. We all have a budget, and your family is not in mine. This was Papa and his siblings. Nothing fancy. Your mom had all day to do something for Papa.
Mm-hmm.
She knew he had diner plans. Sounds like your mom should take other people into account when she's making plans. Besides, the way you all have been treating him since you moved back in, I didn't think you cared to celebrate him. You said it yourself. She can't afford a lot. Why would I ask her to help with the party when I know she can't afford to help with it?
True.
Honestly, I didn't even think about Princess and her family. My focus was on getting my dad through his 5-way bypass.
Oh my.
That's aggressive.
Oh.
I thought a quadruple was bad. That's like as bad as it gets.
Hope he's
Surgery
okay.
went great, but things got so bad my parents had to move and sell their house to get Princess out.
Oh my fucking God. And then she probably wanted the money from the fucking house.
Oh, probably, but
Is that it?
yeah, it just abruptly ended there.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so first and foremost, sounds like Dad's doing good. So good for him.
Sounds
I'm
like
happy
it.
that happened. It's fucking horrible that they had to sell their house and move somewhere smaller so bitch and her kids would fucking, get lost. But, yeah, you're not the asshole for doing this. You're not that was the question, right? Am I the asshole for not inviting her
Well, it's
or
in the
whatever?
title, yeah. It says, am I
It
the
doesn't
asshole
say
for not
anything
inviting
about
her?
even her mom being there.
No,
It
it's
was
just
just
for
him
the
and his
dad and
siblings.
his siblings. Yep.
So, why are you pissed off about it? I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand
Just
either.
an entitled little
She's a spoiled
biatch.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
The fact that your parents have to sell their house to get you out,
Yeah.
that's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Yeah.
comment on here, it's just a bunch of letters. I don't know what it means. My parents had to move and sell their house to get Princess out. Well, I hope they moved into a senior citizen type residence so that may keep her from invading their space in the future.
Yeah, really, eh?
Not the asshole. I'm also glad his surgery went well.
Mm-hmm.
Local note 7570 says, the person that I bought my house from last year did this. She moved into a senior living apartment complex to keep her son away. It was the only way she was going to feel safe.
Aww.
Wow, that's terrible.
That's awful. And fuck you, that son.
Nosy Neighbor 999 says, not the asshole. The focus was your father, the way it should have been. Your parents are blessed to have you looking out for their well-being.
Fucking
Glad they got rid of the dead weight, aka Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Quintuple bypass, Redbeard 1701 says. I'd say to him the same thing I said to my dad when he had a quadruple bypass. 6 months after I had my triple bypass. Show off. That's awesome.
Funny, yeah.
Coffee cup just put up some laughing faces.
Go big or go home, eh?
Right? Fucking
hilarious.
show-offs. How rude.
So definitely not the asshole.
No, I don't think so. I hate family members that use family as an excuse to use you. To take and take and take and take until there's nothing left to take. Like, it's like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And they'll continue repeatedly doing it. And then when you're finally ready to set boundaries or stop it, they make you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like, they will purposely make you the bad. Oh, now I'm going to be homeless. Now I'm not going to have anywhere to live. Now I'm going to starve. I'm going to live on the street. That's not my problem that you can't life.
Yeah.
You know, type.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not that I have this situation happening. I don't. But it's still, nobody else is responsible for your life but fucking you.
Exactly.
Nobody is responsible for saving you. Like, I'm not responsible for fucking looking after my parents and making sure they have a place to live and paying for them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they're not responsible for me once I'm over 18 and I've moved out, and it was sooner than that, but whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking
very true.
Stupid. Anyways.
You're not wrong.
Ranting.
It's all good.
Rant over.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Yes. Well, I TED Talked my friend repeatedly in the last few days. He's like, are you done with your TED Talk now? I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, you never watched a TED Talk before?
No, I don't even know what that is. And I was like, what? Yeah. No, had no idea, but apparently I TED Talk.
Some of them are pretty good. Next.
Okay, where's the next highest on the list? It looks like this bottom one.
Uh-oh. The face she's making, guys. Ooh, it sounds like
from one day ago from Equivalent Taste. 9188. Very fancy.
Yes.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister to fuck off and refusing to hug her after she woke me up? Hello, I, 21 female, have an older sister, 23 female, that's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. I won't get into it because of everything she's going through. She has decided to hug me, my mom, my dad, and my brother every night before she goes to bed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this. Yeah. I'm an affectionate person, but not physically. I don't like hugs. This is not to sound super cool or edgy, it's just how I am. My whole family is aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer to just tell her that I love her before she goes to sleep, but because my sister has been having a hard time, I decided to suck it up and give her a hug every night without argument.
Okay.
I had an early shift on Monday morning. I started at 7 a.m. and I needed to wake up at 5:30 in order to do everything I needed before my shift. I went to bed around 10.
Oh no. Did she wake him up for a fucking hug?
It's a her. They're both hers.
Oh, did she wake her up for a fucking hug?
Something important that I need to point out is that I'm not good at falling asleep early. Typically I fall asleep anywhere from midnight to 2, and if I wake up during the night, it's really hard for me to fall back asleep.
Sounds like me.
Before I went to bed, I was saying goodnight to everyone, but my sister was out for dinner and a movie with her best friend, so I didn't get to say goodnight to her. My sister came home around midnight and decided to wake me up.
Oh
as soon as she woke me up, she's trying to give me a hug, but I'm just laying there like, what the fuck? I asked her why she woke me up, and she told me so I can give you your good night hug.
Oh my.
I told her to fuck off and was refusing to give her a hug because I was so pissed off. She was obviously upset, but left my room. Cherry on top of the cake was that she didn't close the frickin' door on her way out. Bitch. So I had to get out of my bed to close it, and I was fuming at that point. Took me hours to fall back asleep. I think I fell asleep again at like 3:30. My shift sucked because of how tired I was. I was keen for a nap. Once I got home, my mom asked to speak with me.
No, here we fucking go.
Apparently after I told my sister to fuck off, she went straight to my mom and told her that I refused to hug her. She was saying that she understands why I got upset at her. My sister knew that I had a really early start, But the next time something like this happens, just hug her. She's going through a rough time.
No!
How about McFucking no, bitch? You come in my room when I'm sleeping and wake me up, I'm gonna stab you in the neck with a fucking pencil. No.
And, okay, she's going through a rough time.
So what? That doesn't mean you get to disrupt people's sleeping schedules.
Exactly. Or
suck it up, bitch.
At all. Yep.
If my work schedule pays the bills, shut the fuck up and stay away from me until it's time to, unless the house is on fire, no. I have do not disturb on for a reason. If you're dying, it's your problem. I won't see it till 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't care.
Just because someone's going through something, yeah, you can be nice to them and talk and,
hug them even though you don't want to hug them,
or
but you don't
what have you.
Fuck people's sleeping schedule.
No. And you don't get to disrupt someone else's life because your life is a little off right now.
Or routine.
You don't get to do
it.
that.
Yeah. I would lose it.
That's so, she must be the golden child of the family?
I don't know, but I'd fucking lose it. I would literally break her arm off and beat her to death with it.
I would not be happy either. Nope.
So where was I? I told my mom I don't want her waking me up to hug me goodnight ever again. And my mom was getting a bit agitated. She was telling me that I was being unreasonable and unsupportive.
Okay, Mom.
But I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. Am I being an asshole? I'm still happy to hug her goodnight if I'm awake, but I thought it was pretty reasonable to ask her not to wake me up to hug me, especially if I have to be up at 5:30 the next day. Am I the asshole?
No.
Question mark?
If this is some kind of OCD thing for the sister, maybe before the sister goes out for the night, hey, give me a hug. Because I'm going to be asleep
I never thought
before
of that.
you get home.
I never thought of that.
Give me my good night hug now. Don't fucking wake me up at midnight. When I
Edit.
Ooh.
Just for a little more context, her rough patch has basically been her having some pretty intense panic attacks. She's okay when she's with other people, but she doesn't like being alone.
Okay, I thought maybe,
That's pretty lame.
Boyfriend died or something. I thought it was something like, woo!
No, she's just pathetic.
Panic attacks are nothing to sneeze at. They fucking suck. I've had enough of them. But, I mean, what's the support that you need I don't need support from you if I'm having panic attacks.
No, maybe a minute to breathe and, catch your breath and relax.
But
if we're in a packed store or something, but what?
But I don't need you fucking holding my hand and patting me on the head saying, you're doing good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
Hey, I had a panic attack last night. Oh, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine now. Good.
Or
there's my support.
If we're in a store that's too busy, you'll just, if you start to freak out, you'll just go stand out at
the Bell store.
Apple store.
Apple store, I mean.
You'll just go stand out in the hallway or sit on a bench and chill where there's less people so they're not so close to you. It's pretty easy to control yourself and control your surroundings to suit your needs.
Yep.
Instead of forcing other people to cower to your needs.
Yeah.
That's just like me. I can't fucking breathe when I go outside. I can't use a lot of products. I can't use a lot of scents. I can't use a lot of things. I have to use a lot of allergy pills just to go into the office. Do I complain about what people are wearing? Do I expect them to tailor their lives to my allergies? Absolutely not. It's not their responsibility.
Yep.
But other people are like, there's scents and my nose hurts. I'm like, I have the most allergies in this building. Take an allergy pill and suck it the fuck up. Yeah. I can't control what people come in wearing or what people come in smelling like gas, like fucking campfires, like shit, like piss, like fucking $3 prostitutes sometimes. I can't control that. What do you want me to do about it, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, nobody is expected to tailor to your needs in the world. You need to tailor yourself to the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all for sympathy when people got issues, but I got a lot of issues that I got to work around. I don't expect anybody, I'm a veggie. I don't expect you to cook special food for me. I just take more of the fucking potatoes and the vegetables. No big deal.
Yeah.
You don't gotta get weird about it. I don't need nothing
unless
fancy.
It's chicken balls, and then she goes,
unless it's your
crazy.
special chicken balls. No, I 3423. How did you write this, bro?
Yeah.
Not the asshole. She doesn't have to wake up to hug you. Get her a teddy bear. You're not her emotional support animal, especially when you're sleeping.
Right.
By the Brook, 888,
Ooh, I like that.
says she's going through a rough time. She's going to be going through an even rougher time if she continues waking people up to get a hug. Exactly. OP, did you explain to your mother that you got very little sleep because she shouldn't be discussing this with you until you catch up? Your sister needs to wait a minute. I'll finish this comment first. Your sister needs to find a coping mechanism that doesn't infringe on other people's rights. Mm-hmm. Hugging them when they don't want it, waking people up. If it was so important, why was she out until midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, I lost my thought. Son of a bitch. I had something sensible to say. Damn it.
It was gonna be so good,
it was
guys.
Gonna be so good. Oh wait, no, I got it back. It came back. What if the job that this person worked was a dangerous job with heavy equipment or something?
Oh, yeah.
Or working on an oil rig or an oil filled in gas and shit. Going to sleep going to work really tired.
Yeah.
Being up all night and they end up causing an accident or dying or somebody else dying because they're falling asleep or they're too tired to do their job right.
That's true.
Like sleep is really fucking integral to everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Falling asleep at the wheel, driving to work.
Yeah.
It's pretty important.
Fuck yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's scary.
Well, yeah, I've worked heavy equipment and I've driven long distances where I've driven tired because of fighting with partners and partners being dickheads, and then I'm fucking trying not to fall asleep at the wheel driving across the country. It's happened. Mm-hmm. Wayward Jinx says nobody is entitled to touch your body without consent. Exactly. Not even family.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get to make your life harder because she's struggling. If she doesn't want to be told to fuck off, then she should start respecting boundaries. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole, definitely.
Nope. I don't think she's an asshole either. If you even tried to wake me up, done deal.
I know, eh?
Like my own son won't even fucking come near my room unless it's a fucking emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Never. Cause he's like, Mom's gonna kill me. He won't like half of the time he'll try to avoid flushing the toilet at night cause he's scared he's gonna wake me up.
He knows. Doesn't he know that you wear fucking thingies?
Yeah, I wear earplugs. No, he knows. I tell him every time. He's like, but I'm scared I'm going to wake you up. Because I'm like awful when I get woken up.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
No?
I thought it was all sunshine and roses.
Sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. If the rainbows are made of death, maybe. If the sunshine is made of blood and death, maybe. Extreme Jujo says, yeah, I can't imagine anyone in their right mind, other than a small child,
right,
who thinks it's okay to do this. If someone wakes me up, there better be a house on fire, intruders, or some other damn emergency. Not I need my nightly hug. I agree. Are you fucking 12?
Jesus. I just can't. I just thought about it again, like somebody just coming in, Stace, you awake? You know, and you're like, what? What's the matter? Because that's my first go-to is, what's wrong? What happened? Oh, I just wanted a hug.
I would be extremely irate.
Yeah.
I can't even pretend in any realm.
Headlock is a hug.
I'll strangle you to death with your own t-shirt if you don't get the fuck out of here right now.
I'll snap your fucking hyoid bone if you don't get the fuck out of here.
It won't be smiling anymore. Your C6 won't be smiling. It'll be crushed.
Oh, fuck. That's funny.
That's the smiling vertebrae. Have you ever seen it?
The C6? No.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's called your smiling vertebrae.
Murder. Darn it. Okay.
Your C6?
A whole lot of nothing here.
No, your C6 is smiles.
Oh, your C6 is cute.
Right? Yeah, I'll fucking crush that if you wake
Everybody
me up
look up your C6.
Yeah, your C6 vertebrae smiles. It's always happy to support you every day, and it's in your neck, right here at the base of your neck.
Looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah, it's right at the base of your neck where your neck comes up here. So right here.
In the back of the neck, guys.
No, but if you squeeze this whole area here.
Yeah.
You'll crush it.
The smiley thing though is... The smiley thing though is...
Squeezing my neck a little too hard there. Shit got real. We got
it takes about 120 pounds of pressure to kill someone. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like by choking them, I mean. Not just...
I just went a little 50 Shades on myself there.
Yeah, so definitely not the asshole.
Definitely.
And that
not
sister
the
needs
asshole.
to be, I don't know, chained to a post outside or something.
Yeah, that's
Suffocating people.
very fucking childish. Get your fucking life together, you piece of shit.
Oh boy.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
So this is from one day ago. OK Clue 1517. I feel like this might be a throwaway. I don't know though.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my mom I won't talk about my half siblings or how bad things are at her house?
Okay.
So I'm assuming she has kids with somebody else here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
My parents divorced when I was 16. Oh, when I, 16 female, was 2. So her parents divorced when she was 2 years old. My mom developed a drinking problem and maybe even a drug problem. So my dad had full custody of me and I saw my mom every other weekend until I was 10. That's when my mom said she got her life together and she fought in court to share custody of me. It was super hard. I never really bonded that well with my mom and she's always made me feel unloved.
Oh.
Living with her for a whole week at a time was stressful and I have been in therapy pretty much since.
Aww,
I started with
sorry.
online sessions and then in person since 2022. My mom knew that her husband back then, but they didn't get married until I was 12. They had had a kid together before they got married and 2 since. So her husband is the worst person I have ever met.
Oh no.
He's always getting mad at people for dumb reasons and he's explosively angry. He calls me slurs because I was wearing something he didn't like one day. So I'm guessing like whore, prostitute, something like that. Another time he tried to go through my things to see what I had brought from Dad's house.
What? Fuck you!
He threatened to break in when Dad was out and steal all his stuff. And he said he'd piss and shit in his bed. So he knew to stay the fuck out of his house. That's kind of fucked up and crazy.
this man, you gotta go... Everyone in the world has to get away from this man.
Right? The reason he was angry was my dad had filed an order to make mom pay her share of my expenses that she had failed to pay for weeks, and her husband didn't like that. It took money out of their house. He even had the cops called on him because he was cursing and yelling at one of their neighbors.
Jesus.
He's a fucking psycho.
Yep.
My dad got full custody of me again in October, and I haven't been to my mom's house since. Instead of seeing each other at her house, I have to talk to her for 3 hours a week on the phone. I would say you don't have to, and just fucking don't bother.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. You sound fucking terrible. My mom has let me know hundreds of times by now that she's upset I told the judge I didn't like her house, and that she thought I wanted to stay with her and the kids. She calls them my siblings. But I don't. And I don't even say I have half siblings when family stuff comes up in school. I always change the conversation when she brings this stuff up. She tries to make me talk about my half siblings, but I refuse. Finally, the other day I told her I don't want to talk about them or about how bad things are at her house. She was saying I should want to protect them from the chaos and unhappiness of her house. And I told her I wasn't going to talk about it. The truth is, I really don't care. They're her kids. She chose to have them, not me, and I don't feel responsible for them. And you're fucking not.
Yeah. I mean, nope.
My mom told me I should be willing to talk about our family, and I told her I don't want to talk about her family.
Ooh.
And I don't want to hear about them either. I told her she made this mess, and she can deal with it without me.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole?
How old is this person now?
16.
This mother should not even be doing that. You don't involve children in adult affairs. You do not do that. You are not the asshole. Tell your dad what it's like over there.
Well, he's already got full custody again.
Okay,
in
good.
October.
Good. But she still has to talk to her mom?
Yeah, that's what the stipulation is. Instead of seeing each other at her house, I have to talk to her for 3 hours a week on the phone.
Okay.
That's the stipulation instead of visiting for the weekend. Because she doesn't want to go there. She doesn't like it
like
there.
fucking half an hour a day. and then take one day off.
I'd make it like an hour.
Because what can you talk
Monday,
about?
Wednesday, Friday, make it like an hour each.
You can't really talk about anything in half an hour, though. Hey, how's it going? How was your day? Oh, I did this, blah, 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 blah. Oh, half an hour's up. Okay, talk to you tomorrow.
No, I guess that makes sense. But I don't hate my parents.
No,
so
I don't hate mine either.
And mine don't do that. Not that I remember.
No.
Maybe they have. I don't know. Not that crazy.
I'm pretty
Soul
sure my
Arts
mom used to go through my shit in my room.
says not the asshole.
Who did? Who?
Soul Arts.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm glad you have your dad.
Mm-hmm.
She will wonder why you cut contact when you're 18, even if the answer is obvious.
Mm-hmm.
OK Clue, OP, says he's my rock. My mom has made me feel like shit so many times in my life, and she was never a real mom to me. But my dad has always been there and always loved and supported me no matter what.
Aww. I'm sad and happy for OP at the same time.
AQ says, she was saying I should protect them from chaos and unhappiness of her house. No, that's her damn job.
Your job as the parent?
I'm glad you have your dad, kiddo, not the asshole.
Fuck.
Soul Arts now says again, she sucks. Don't let her make you feel guilty. She is the one that should want to protect her kids. And her being with a piece of shit husband is her own choice. If her house is full of chaos, she is the one that should repair this. She is the adult here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Van Driesen says not the asshole. She and her husband are responsible for the chaos and whatever at their house.
Mm-hmm.
They're responsible for their children. Why does she want to talk to you about things she's creating? What does she want you to do about her and her husband's crappy parenting? These are not your children. And whatever relationship you have with them is entirely up to you. You've done nothing wrong. Your dad and the courts needed to know how you were being treated. If they're not happy with the truth, they should have acted differently.
That's true.
Yep.
All she has to do to get rid of the chaos in her house is get rid of that dude. And everything.
Well, it sounds like she was a drug addict and an alcoholic too, so it sounds like she's not entirely put together herself. Yeah. So
I must have missed that part about the drugs and alcohol.
Most likely it was at the beginning. I have 4 left. Should we do one more and then I'll try to pull? Should I do one more and then we'll try to pull 2 more together or something tonight later?
Yeah.
For part 2, because there were so many toxic family ones.
Yeah.
That it was.
I fucking imagine.
It was really hard to choose, so I just grabbed what was pumping and what was happening because I did it really quickly after I was unpacking my bags and trying to do a class after I had just come home from being away for a week.
Yeah.
So it was really crunched to get these in the first place. So we'll do one more.
One more.
One more.
One fucking more. Which one are we gonna do, Han?
Well, I'm trying to pick the shortest one. Oh, here's a good one. It's by I Am Chappie 2. Am I the asshole for putting my foot down regarding my mother-in-law taking advantage of our family?
Okay.
Yeah. Me, 36 male, married for 9 years to my wife, 35 female. And let me preface this. She is wonderful, loving, and I would give the shirt off her back for anyone. My mother-in-law knows this and absolutely takes advantage of it. She's a raging alcoholic and will do whatever it takes to get her way. Mother-in-law is homeless and couch surfs across her family and with her trucker boyfriend. Every time she shows up, she brings some kind of inconvenience or drama with her. Drunk and disorderly, extremely time-limited activity, therapy session with aggression towards us, and comes crawling back after a few weeks later, saying, sorry, I've been better, and then she flips out after drinking herself into a stupor.
Jesus.
I myself have been told, you have no balls, motherfucker, and after my mother died of cancer, she said, you all should be sad for me. I'm sicker than his mother ever could be. Talking about her mental health and alcoholism. We say we're never going to deal with it, and boom, here she is, staying the night or nights again. Tonight, my wife got a call from her at 6:30 asking to be taken to the airport, and I put my foot down. The flight leaves at 7. The airport is 40 minutes away. I'm not the conflict type, but I can't deal with this anymore. I'm not letting my wife solve her mother-in-law issues anymore. I told her it's either her or me. Wife ran to go get mother-in-law, ignored my calls, and showed up about 20 minutes later and said she couldn't find her. Mother-in-law ran away. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave, but I can't take her anymore. I also don't feel like I'm being respected by my wife either. She said if you want to leave, then leave. I won't be threatened with leaving. Am I the asshole? I don't think so.
I don't think he's the asshole either. But I will say about the wife, she was probably raised like this. Like, oh, my poor mom. I need to help my mom.
Yeah, but...
You know? So it's sort of, unless you go get rewired, so to speak.
Getting therapy, getting help to fix it and control boundaries.
It's never going to go away.
I do agree with him that this is too much.
It is too much.
But the choosing part's hard for me to get by.
I didn't like the ultimatum.
Because when you marry someone, you know that you're marrying their family, right? You're marrying, they say when you marry a person, you're marrying their whole family.
Yeah.
So you know what that family's like prior to marrying, right? So you could have maybe chosen not to marry her.
Exactly.
But maybe at the time it wasn't as bad and it was being portrayed better. And the mother-in-law wasn't as needy then, so you wouldn't have been able to see, right? Because we put on our best selves.
Of course.
Right? We make ourselves perfect. We make ourselves the best version of ourselves to attract a mate.
Yeah.
We flip our feathers and fucking wiggle our butts and our colors and, what people do to attract a mate.
Yeah.
And then slowly, fall into comfort and all those fancy things stop. So maybe she was acting better when they first got married.
Maybe. Or maybe she was better when they first got married. Maybe she had a home.
Deteriorated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's, I would say not the,
I don't know. The ultimatum's tough, but if you've been dealing with this for 9 years and it just continues to get worse and you say, hey, like this needs to stop. But it doesn't give us a lot of context about how many conversations they've had leading up. Like if he's repeatedly asked her in nice ways over the years.
Yeah.
And now he's finally just fed up, because I can see that being a thing.
Yeah. Based on what we have here, on the context we have here, I'm going to say everybody sucks here.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't have given that ultimatum.
Yeah, that her or me thing is setting you up to fail.
Yeah.
It's awful.
And it's her mom.
It's
not like it's not like it's a friend or
Well, still, even a best friend.
Best friend, yeah. It's not like
some
it's
of them are years.
Coworker or friend or something like that.
If somebody told me that they wouldn't be with me anymore because they didn't like how you acted or talked, I'd be like, well, bye then.
I'd do the same thing.
Like what? No.
Yeah.
Even if it's not my mom as my best friend or no. You're either going to I tolerate friends of yours that I don't like. I wouldn't say I don't like them. I'm indifferent to them.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I don't hate them. I'm like,
right?
whatever.
So,
you're a human and I just don't care. So I'll be cordial with them and be nice. But do I want to be their friend and talk to them? Absolutely fucking not. But exactly. I still make myself cordial and respectful and inclusive in what's going on when they're there.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you can pretend when you need to. But if this one is always on their couch all the time and drunk all the time, I couldn't handle that. I'd just leave. I would just leave.
I wouldn't be able to handle that either. I would be having we gotta get her some help or.
Yeah, like a treatment center.
Or we can't do this anymore. It's really fucking with both of our mental health.
Yeah. Well, and marriage. And their marriage.
Yep.
So I would say, I don't know. The ultimatum thing kind of leans it to you both suck. Yeah, because everything else says he's not an asshole. But that, it never works.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to go with everybody sucks here.
I think so too.
We'll see some comments though. Let's see what's happening down here.
Yes.
Walrus be walrus. says, this
They
is not
do be
going...
walrusing.
Yeah, he definitely bees walrusing. This is not going to get easier, and ultimatums are not the way. Yep, first comment. If you can wait for a moment of calm and see if you and your wife can come up with some firm boundaries, if she has no interest in that, then you may need to cut and run. But if she don't expect it to go super smooth. Your wife is used to being a problem solver with her mother. It's going to take some serious time to get over. And for sure, couples and individual therapy are a great idea here. You're not the asshole. Interesting.
Yeah.
I appreciate the advice. I know am I the asshole is not meant for, but that sounds like a good way to go. Thank you. So that was OP.
Okay.
Slinky Stoner Mom says, please see r/mother-in-laws from hell.
Oh boy.
I think I'm going to save that bad boy.
Yeah, I'm going to be checking that out myself.
Back. You guys need a couples therapist stat if you're going to work things out. This comment is like 4 paragraphs.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Like, nobody wants your life story. Calm the fuck down. Leave that for a therapist's office. That's way too much. 3 paragraphs. Cardabella says, have you had no nonsense therapy? As a couple, plus Al-Anon or similar for your wife should be a condition of staying and working on your marriage. You should not mention divorce again until you've been to a lawyer and know your options.
Al-Anon would be good for them.
Yeah. A friend of mine had to go to that for her drunk ass boyfriend, who later threatened to kill her with a gun. So, I mean, I don't think Al-Anon's the way. I think people should just solve their own problems.
Not all men, but it's always a man.
TB0904 says, not the asshole. Your wife is codependent. This situation is unhealthy all around, especially if you have children. They don't deserve to be exposed to this mess. Protect them. OP says, fortunately, no kids, just pups. I just want nothing but the best for my family. I appreciate the advice. Electrician 6861 says, not the asshole. There is but very large but coming, but ultimatums in the middle of a stressful situation involving family are not the answer. You have now put yourself in a position where you either leave or you put more stress on your wife for no reason, which are bad options. It sounds like your wife still wants her mother around, so either you have to get her to understand the effect she has on you when you are both calm, or this isn't going to end well. Don't expect her to cut her mother out completely. There's always ways around things, though.
I think she's been conditioned by her mom.
Well, yet she
to
needs
always be there to catch her when she falls.
Yep. Therapy.
It's not really the fault of the wife either. She doesn't know anything else.
She knows how to operate the way she was raised.
Exactly. Yep.
True story.
She's probably a really huge people pleaser too. Because usually when you're raised like that, you just want to...
Yeah, hi. Have you met me? My name's Hannah.
Oh boy.
If you don't know, we were just shaking hands like we were strangers. Because welcome to the world of people pleaser at your service.
Those were crazy, to say the least.
And I've got
some
more
crazy stories.
Oh, I've got more. There was too many to not take advantage of.
The entitlement of people.
Yeah.
Some people
and
like
Miss Princess.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to save the rest for a part 2 because I've got some good ones left too. I'm looking at the titles of the ones left and I'm like, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 gooders saved.
Gooders.
Yep.
Fucking gooders, bye. Alrighty.
Oh, I just found another one on the main page of Am I the Asshole about sisters. Saving that bad boy.
Yeah, you're probably, both of you are probably the assholes if you're sisters. So yeah, next it will be a true crime. I know what it's going to be. It's pretty shocking. Pretty fucking sad, as always. That's what we're going to be doing next time. But until then, thanks for tuning in today. We explored the whining wannabe.
Oh.
The hug hag. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Toxic times with mom. And the drunk G-ma.
The drunk G-ma. Nanny's drunk again.
And they were all equally toxic. Yeah, yes, they were. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, follow, and drop us a like.
Oh, thank you. Please do it now.
She didn't know where she was going.
I'm not sure.
Share us with your friends and family, or I dare say coworkers, or dare I say coworkers, sorry, whatever.
Probably not.
Next
Not a
week,
good idea.
I just told you we'll be talking about true crime. Yeah. So don't miss it. And as always, we will see you then. Painful brethren.
Do it.
Do it now.